How sweet it is to be back at Casa de Money for another installment of On the Money podcast, but not just any other podcast because we are 24 hours away from the start of the NFL draft. It is here. We've been discussing it for months on end, building up the anticipation. The rumor mill's been buzzing, potential trades on the table. Tomorrow, a lot of questions will be answered. And certainly more questions will be created because of the decisions these teams make. But you can throw the rumors out the window. It's time.
The rumor and innuendo is done.
You're on the clock. The official pick is in the envelope.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? What will the teams in the top 5 do? It's all going down. We've got NBA playoffs. We've got baseball going on. Dynasty leagues are going to be absolutely shaken at their core based on some of the decisions that are made in the draft. Where's Tate going to go? Where's Mekhi Lemon going to go? There's a lot to cover. A whole lot to cover, man. And how are we going to feel about these teams? Teams that we may not see as attractive right now, but once they add that 1 to 2 pieces, all of a sudden, fresh coat of paint has you talking a lot differently about certain players and certain teams and their trajectory moving forward.
Yeah. Tell you what, one trajectory that won't impress me is Jeremiah Love gets picked by the Cardinals.
Ugh.
There is nothing that impresses me. A team that has all these issues and you're worried about running back.
And you just signed a running back in Tyler Algier as well. So
I don't care about that.
Well,
you got issues
matters,
on the offensive line. You got issues on the defensive line.
Well, it's important because he will be going into a committee compared to being the one. If you go to Arizona, like Tyler Algier is pretty damn good. They paid him the going rate for running backs. He's getting like $12 million, so he's going to get on the field regardless.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your monitors. Mike D is in the building. His internet connection better be good. He better not be stealing off of somebody's Wi-Fi.
I'm sharing
this. Because if we are, we're not a hodgepodge of a podcast.
Quick
we are.
It's all cellular service over here, baby. It's all cellular, okay? No Wi-Fi.
It's good to have the boys back together. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. I haven't been here for about 3 weeks. I had a lot going on. It feels good to be back, bro. And
yeah, it's been a little over enough for me, man. It's been over a month.
Oh my God, bro. You ready for the draft tomorrow, bro?
I'm extremely excited and extremely nervous, my man. I am a whirlwind of emotions.
New York Giants select Jeremiah Love.
Please, Oscar, don't put that kind of negativity into the air. We don't need that kind of negativity. All right. We're probably going to double down on defense. I think that might be the game plan.
He might not even be there at 5 by the time you guys pick.
That's true. And honestly, I hope that's the case, so that way we're not even tempted with that type of apple. You know what I mean? We don't need Eve.
Chris.
You know, we don't need that kind
of I told you last week's mock draft, I had the Giants taking Sonny Styles at 5. I feel like that's the pick that needs to be made.
It's the only pick that makes sense, honestly.
I mean, they traded away the sumo wrestler known as Dexter Lawrence to Cincinnati.
Super Dex.
So defense has to be in play, number 5.
Did you guys know that was I think only the second trade in NFL history that was a 1-for-1 trade where it was just a player and a pick or a player type of deal? The last time it happened was Randy Moss.
Mikey got the Rona.
Oh, shit.
Nah, Mikey, you should be Rona negative, right?
Yeah. Nah, I should be good. Should be good.
Stay the hell away from us.
Did you see about the Cardinals, bro? That they're gonna be in on Jeremiah Love?
I did see that, man. I mean, I kind of feel like that's just smoke and mirrors when it comes to Arizona because I don't see they have so many more problems.
They have issues already. Jacoby Brissett is not showing up until he gets starter money.
Right. He wants starter money, so that's one problem. But I think that's something
I'm not going out there to be the starter, getting paid backup money.
I mean, he's also a bridge guy too. Like I get he's the starter, but he's not somebody who's there. He's
but he knows there's no one behind him.
QB.
Who's going to start after him?
No, I get that. I mean, he does have leverage a little bit in that situation, but for me, Love going to Arizona, that shit, I don't think that makes sense. I think that's more their people putting it out there to see if Kansas City bites, to see if Tennessee wants to move up, stuff like that.
Why is Kansas City trying to move up that high though? That's what I want to know. Who's there?
Wide receiver.
So either they really want Jeremiah Love, or I think they might be in on Arvell Reese. I've been hearing through the grapevine that they want to bolster.
Nah, you're not going to pay Kenny Walker all that money, then go draft a running back too at the same time. That's just stupid.
I mean, listen, I agree, but it's the NFL. We live in a stupid world, and we've seen people do stupider things. I doubt
Andy Reid wouldn't do that.
They still got
Carnell Tate could be the option there.
Yeah, I think they'd go wide receiver if they were going to move up.
No, wide receiver and offensive line makes sense for
because picking that high, I had them mocked last week. Mansour Delane. There's no way they're going to move up to the 3 to pick up Mansour Delane when the pick would probably be a Carnell Tate or maybe a Ruben Bain.
Right.
That would have made you happy.
Is Mahomes ready? Is Mahomes going to be ready? Are they saying that yet?
Well, they got Justin
Fields,
bro.
Not for this. Probably he's probably going to miss the first couple weeks. I think realistically,
Listen,
I could see Fields starting week 1 and week 2.
October.
Like
I would not rush him out there, yo.
And if they go 2-2, or 1-2,
it's the AFC, bro.
1, like
AFC's going to get you a 9-8 or 10-7 is getting you a wild card at least minimal.
Like he's out there. I'm just not sure how much he's actually doing. And also, like, how's his mobility going to be impacted? Because, he likes to run. History of baseball. 138 teams have had a losing streak of 12 games or more, and only 4 teams have finished 500 or better. And not one team ever made the playoffs.
Dang.
Talking about the Mets.
Mets on the 12 games skid right now. They are. What Frank say? You can't just woo-wee.
Right, you can't woo-wee yourself out of
bad about any baseball team right now.
Yeah, you guys
I'm just gonna sit right here and be quiet.
You guys are right there with them. I'm gonna just
sit here and be quiet.
Smile, Fred.
Not only that, I've watched the Flyers kick the Penguins' ass the last 2 nights. God knows what they're doing to them now. So,
that game 3's tonight. That's right, and we got the hockey playoffs going on too. Mike, how upset?
Anything bad?
How upset would you be if we sniped you for Sonny Styles? Because
I'd be livid.
I'd
be livid.
I'm reading. There's a lot of new because I've been stuck on baseball. So this week I've been back on football and just doing my due diligence, getting ready for the podcast after my hiatus. And I keep seeing Sonny Styles. I wasn't seeing his name before. And now I'm seeing him everywhere. I'm seeing him in the forums, the conversations.
Not for nothing, to kind of counteract that, the Giants and their brass is going around telling people that they don't even want Styles. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all smoke and mirrors, bro. It's all smoke and mirrors.
Telling people they don't want him.
Alex said they may pick offensive line at 5.
No, that's not happening, bro. It's not happening. It's not happening. I don't see that happening, dude. I really don't. I don't, honestly, man, if we don't trade back, I don't see how we don't double down on defense. And if not that, it's Sonny Styles and a wide receiver, dude. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Oh, it's the Giants. They were trying to get a family reunion going this week.
With what?
I kicked the OBJ.
Physical.
Oh.
Wait, did I pin? Oh, I got no pin tonight's pod.
So real quick, like Elon said, would be a good idea before we get into round 2. I'm gonna do a real quick recap of picks 1 through 16. Go and accept it. Let's move on. Bruh, that trade was terrible. Terrible. And I'm gonna say right now, live on the pod, Garrett Wilson and number 10 overall for JSN. You sound ridiculous. Go pound sand. Anyway, back to the point. It was a conversation starter. That's not a conversation starter. That's a conversation ender. The ice, if you were trying to break the ice, it's melted.
Guy runs a hard bargain over here.
Anyway, again, I'll go over real quick. 1, Raiders, Fernando Mendoza. We all know it's the no-brainer. Jets, I had them taking Ervel Reese. Cards, David Bailey. Titans, Ruben Bain. Giants, Sonny Styles. Browns, Carnell Tate. 7 Cardinals, Francis Maviago, the offensive tackle. I did a mock draft trade. I had the Saints and the Cowboys switch spots. They gave the Saints their 12th spot, a third and a fourth overall, a third rounder and a fourth rounder. And I went on and did my proper due diligence and draft trade evaluators for Real NFL.
Pull out the calculator.
And the calculator said this was a good trade.
Nice.
I got the Cowboys picking, going up to 8 and picking Caleb Downs. Chiefs picking Mansour Delane. 10, I had the Bengals picking Kaden McDonald, defensive tackle. But
See,
instead,
that would
they
change
traded
things too, big
that
time. I
10th
think for the
overall.
Giants,
They got a
the
defensive
Cowboys
tackle.
move up,
What'd you say, Mike?
if the Cowboys move up like that and take downs, I feel like that changes things.
Yeah. But I mean, after today, where we saw that they're gonna have George Pickens playing on the franchise tag, like, does that change the course of where they go with their first pick?
Damn good
And do they
icebreaker.
take one of the top wide receivers? And is that the reason why they move up? Do we see one of those guys end up in Dallas based on the news that we got today? Because Dallas, they love to put shit out right before a big event, a big show.
They ended their press conference because Bill Clinton walked in. Did anybody see that?
No, I did not. Was that today?
Bill Clinton walked in. They just stopped.
I didn't see that.
Everything stopped. Hey, Jerry, how are you doing? I did not have sexual relations in the Oval Office.
So we're potentially talking about a world where this could be the one year or the last year that Pickens is with the Cowboys and him going elsewhere after this season.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe
it could be.
Maybe they
But-
try to move up the draft and grab Carnell Tate.
I mean,
And
they
then
don't,
after the
they don't
draft's
have
over,
to do that in the
George
first round
Pickens
because
get
this
traded.
year's a little deep at the wide receiver position, and next year's just a good draft in general, which is a bunch of talent. So they technically don't have to do wide receiver this year.
Yeah.
So
But
number
I
11
can see why they
Dolphins.
would if they did.
Number 11 Dolphins. I got them Monroe Freeling, offensive tackle. Saints with the pick they got from the Titans. I mean the Cowboys. Caleb Lome, offensive tackle. This is like a run of tackles, like these 3 picks right here. Rams picking their tackle, Spencer Fano. I got the Ravens doing something that would blast everybody out of water, picking Kenyon Sadiq at tight end.
Phillies are losing again. Surprise, surprise.
No
That's
surprise.
Twins tied.
I did the crazy draft shocker of them all. Jeremiah Love being picked by the Bucks.
That would not sit well.
Listen, I'll tell you what, Bucks fans want it.
Yeah, they're done with Bucky.
Well, not that they're done. They just feel like you could probably get a 3rd round pick for
Rather
Bucky.
have him.
The Jets with their 2nd pick in that Colts trade, pick a wide receiver, Jordan Tyson. Now we're here. Part 2,
So
17 to 32.
All right.
Next up is the Detroit Lions. We all know they need offensive line help. They need I feel as though wide receivers should also be on there. I don't know if anybody else agrees with me on that.
I think they
But
could.
after Sun God, can you really count on J-Lo always being consistently there? How many times does he give us a great game and then he disappears for 3-4 weeks at a time?
Yeah, man.
Am I correct on that?
Yeah, no, you're not. You're definitely correct. And drafting wide receiver could light a fire under somebody like the kid Tesla.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he could have a good year based on the fact that they brought in another wide receiver and gives him an opportunity in the route tree to be able to expand his route tree while they teach the rookie. And hopefully he gets elevated to that next stage where, hey, we can't put too much on Jameson Williams, but we can distribute it with Williams, Tesla, and have the option of one of these rookies out there in, what's still going to be a high-powered offense. Jahmyr Gibbs world, you know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
that'll be interesting.
And they need issues all over defense.
Wait,
Right.
we know that already.
So
Swiss cheese.
me saying all that, the pick is Dylan Thieneman, safety. Got to do it. It's a safety. You got to do it because they have holes in the secondary, corner, Thieneman is a good ball player. He's got good instincts. I feel he'll fit
Best
right
player
in.
available safety for the Detroit.
Yes.
Okay.
Next up is the Vikings. I got them at needs quarterback,
Don't think that's wrong.
tight end. Hawkinson ain't as young as he used to be. Offensive lineman and an edge rusher. And DB. So they could pick one of these players at 18. You're not really getting that super polished guy. What up,
Got
Chris?
the NFL draft.
So I got the
baby.
Vikings picking Jermon McCoy cornerback. It's a little risky. It's a bit risky on their part, but they need that depth at that position. You need it in that division.
They just waived D lineman Jalen Hutchings yesterday.
So the
this
Lions
is
taking a safety, the Vikings taking a corner. Next up is the Panthers. Offensive lineman, edge, tight end, corner. I got them going. Continue to protect Bryce Young with Caden Proctor. He's a little raw, a little unpolished, but he has attributes that you're going to want from an offensive lineman. He's a quick learner. He has good feet, good size, and they're looking at him as like a Swiss Army knife type guy on the line, and it doesn't hurt to get somebody of that stature who can play multiple positions. And
they already got their wide receivers.
Yeah.
They went to the playoffs. So
yes, they did, and they almost won the game.
They can win that division again. So it makes perfect sense. I like that pick.
Next up is the Cowboys. Cowboys still need help on the defensive line, and I feel like they're going to double down on defense in this first round. This is before the George Pickens news broke.
Yeah, I feel like that throws a wrench in the mock itself.
You know what I mean?
News.
So
they have to double down, man. Dallas is always number one in defense for years, though. They got to figure out the defense.
I mean, they doubled down on Quinnen Williams, bringing him in.
I feel like Quinnen Williams.
Yeah.
You get Downs in the secondary with the pick that I said earlier, and now you get Kendrick Folk, the defensive tackle from Auburn, to go with Quinnen Williams and all those, stop the run, get some pressure. Like, he's going to add some sizzle to that defensive line. He's going to help out. And he's got a great person to, like, alleviate some of those double teams in Quinnen, because Quinnen's going to get double, maybe even triple team.
Yeah. That's
just the nature of the beast. That's how good he is. So a guy like Keldrick can come in and he can really do some things. So I think I feel like Dallas needs to double down. Now, with the George Pickens news, could they go wide receiver here at this second spot? Because I don't care what anybody says. That first pick, they're either moving up to get Downs or they're going to stand pat and hope he falls to them.
Right.
I think Downs in Dallas is a match made in heaven.
I think if Downs is there at 10, I don't think Harbaugh lets him go.
Nah.
Interesting.
So
that's another thing too. What are the Giants going to do with that 10th pick? Because that's
to me, it's either Styles and Downs or Styles and Tate. If Tate drops that far, but if Downs is there and Tate is there, I got a feeling that Harbaugh is going to want Downs over Tate.
Carnell Tate's going. He's not going past Cincy. I mean, I'm not Cincy. Cleveland.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if he's not there at 5, if I'm being honest. But
there's no way he goes past Cleveland. I'd be shocked if Cleveland was to pass on Carnell Tate.
Pick 7. Saints. Washington.
Yeah.
Washington
would pick him.
They'll pass up on him. I think they'd go Jeremiah Love, I think. Bro, which would be
stupid.
Yeah, but it's
like how many times have to break this down to these teams? Your quarterbacks get hurt all the damn time. So instead of protecting them, let's just go get a position player. Matt Ryan was getting old as shit. They doubled down and got Kyle Pitts instead of getting an alignment for him. I mean, it's worked out offensively for the Bengals when they picked Jamar Chase to pair with Burrow. But the truth, the thing should have been to protect Burrow.
Penguins are losing 3-1 in the second period. Damn, Flyers are red hot right now. Oh. Wait, what is it? Tied series? You're down 2-0? Oh, you're about to get swept. The Flyers. Oh no. No way, bro. You know, I haven't been here for 3 weeks, and a lot's changed. Now, my tune was a little bit different 3 weeks ago as far as who the pick for us was going to be. I'm sitting here on the eve of the NFL draft telling you right now.
Minutes. I got to collect my thoughts.
Don't worry, I got this. That it doesn't sound like or feel like the Titans are going with Jeremiah Love. It sounds and feels like the Tennessee Titans are going to be going defense at the 4 spot. The rumor mill is buzzing about Arizona taking Jeremiah, but there's also other places where he could end up where there's already running backs right there, which kind of like if you're one of those guys, if you're like a Bucky Irvin or something, you're looking at it like, okay, like what's going on here? Or even the Tyler Algier who's getting paid market running back money with the $12 million 2-year deal that he signed. And them go at the number 3 spot, which you guys said it wouldn't make sense for them to do that. But we're talking about a team that when's the last time they actually made sense in anything that they did? So there's teams like Washington, there's teams like Arizona. Pirates are a fun team, man. Pirates are live. Pittsburgh Pirates are live. Mean Skeens, huh?
All right, I'm back.
You throw money in disbelief. Hurting over them Pens, bro. It's all right. The ending
We
had to
never
come.
lose to the Flyers, bro. This makes me sick.
It's a new day. It's a new era.
Yeah.
It's a new era, bro. It's a new era.
All right. Now on to the team that's hosting the draft. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Team needs quarterback. I will slap the taste out of every single Steelers front office member if they even remotely consider drafting Ty Simpson here.
They're still waiting on Aaron Rodgers to hit them back up, right?
Offensive lineman, which I'm not mad at. The news broke yesterday that Broderick Jones has had a setback and his neck injury.
I saw that on Sleeper.
Safety, free safety I look at, but I like the signing that we got of Jaquan Brisker as a strong safety, so I don't look at that. I guess another year, Jalen Ramsey at deep safety. Let's see what he can do since that's what he wanted to do anyway. And lastly, wide receiver. Yes, they made the move to get Michael Pittman, which I was a big fan of. I like it. You got 2 6'4" wide receivers now who can both, play. They're good football players. They're good wide receivers. So you need a slot guy to replace Calvin Austin, who went to New York, who's going to replicate what Jalen Hyatt did in New York. Nobody likes that, though. So, with the 21st overall pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers select wide receiver Mekhi Lemon.
Is that what you think's going to happen?
Woo! You like that? I do.
Mekhi Lemon at 21. You think he falls all the way down there?
I do.
He might. A lot of teams going defense this year, I think, in the first round.
I will take Lemon in a heartbeat at the slot. Route running. Amazing.
Yo, I'm still here. Just letting you guys know I'm just turning off the camera real quick.
All right.
I'm going to turn the camera off and just have it. What is this? John Cena's Titantron when he was healed?
That's what it is. He doesn't want us to see it.
So I got the Steelers selecting. However, I'll put it out there to the universe. I would not be mad if the Steelers take a lineman, an offensive lineman. I won't go like this. Oh, man.
Don't suck your teeth and shrug your shoulders.
Nope, I will not. I'll be like, all right,
Dissociate.
good. Let's go.
How many rounds are they doing tomorrow?
Just one.
It's just the first round tomorrow.
Normally, I take Friday off, and dummy me never put the request in. So
I'm working.
It is what it is. I'll just drink a lot of caffeine Friday morning.
It'll be all right. It's a holiday, man.
Yeah. Next up is the Los Angeles Chargers. And I'm sorry, folks, but the no-brain pick is an offensive. I'm not even going to list their needs. You know what need is? Protect Justin Herbert. I feel like I say this every year on this podcast.
I mean, they got their wide receivers, they got their running backs, they got their defense, they got their head coach, they got everything. And to add to the front lines to protect Herbert wouldn't be a bad thing because we saw him take a beating at the end of the year. It was kind of.
I got them taking Penn State's Olavavega Ione, who has also been mocked to the Steelers, and the Pittsburgh was to take him. I wouldn't be mad.
If you guys haven't seen the Hulk Hogan documentary on Netflix, it's amazing.
Yeah, I heard a lot. I heard he owns up to a lot, but I also heard Bret Hart continues to be Bret Hart, and I'm not mad at it.
He's never going to stop being Bret. Never going to stop being Bret. You already know that. You got another trade?
We got a trade in the old money mock draft, but it's not a massive one.
At the 22nd pick right here?
At the 23rd overall pick. The Bills are switching spots with the Eagles, and they're giving the Eagles a 3rd and a 6th rounder. It's legit. Go check out the draft evaluator calculator.
People hate the calculator, but
yeah,
it mean, it really makes sense of a
lot
of chaos.
They're only moving up from 26 to 23. It's 4 spots.
Yeah.
You're not getting an extra first, an extra second. Yeah. That's not what you're getting. Oof. The Bills swap spots with the Eagles, and the pick is KC Concepcion, wide receiver. Because you know what? The Bills love their like 5'10", 5'11" wide receivers.
I don't love him there as much, but I don't know. I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Attached to a top elite quarterback and hopefully be able to break out and actually have a number 1 option in Buffalo since Stephon Diggs, which they haven't been able to really do.
Well, they gotta hope Keon Coleman does that. Well, they got DJ Moore. So you got Moore.
They got DJ Moore.
You
That's
got
right.
DJ Moore. You got
and then that would actually be pretty nice.
And you throw Conception with the speed. I know it's almost similar to Mikey's boy that he always picks.
Yeah, Magic are getting stopped tonight. That win that they got in game 1, it looks like Detroit's locked in tonight, and they're making sure that doesn't happen again.
I get it. It's probably going to cut into Khalil Shakir's catches and all that, but
DJ Moore's better, so who cares?
How long are you going to have DJ Moore there? How long are you going to continue with the Keon Coleman experiment?
DJ Moore now is better than any of those other guys that are over there, not named Dalton Kincaid.
They still overpaid for him. A 2nd-round pick was wild.
Wow. He's now the best wide receiver option they have, which doesn't say much for Keon. I mean, the ownership already said everything that needed to be said about how they feel about Keon. Khalil Shakir has been the one by default because he's one of the ones that Josh Allen can actually trust to an extent. But you need more than that moving forward. So maybe Shakir's role, maybe we get more from him because there's a DJ Moore there, just to make that passing threat a little bit more. I just feel taken more seriously on the.
I just feel like the Bills are just not going to pass up on a guy like Concepcion.
I like him. The closer we get to the draft, I like him. He's one of those guys that I pictured fall into the 2nd round, but him getting picked right here, it's a team at the back end saying, "Why wait if he's there right now?" Let's just. We aren't going to get a chance at him our next go around. So this is our shot. Let's just do it.
Next up, I got the Cleveland Browns picking Malachi Lawrence, edge. Cleveland likes defense. They went offense in the 1st round. Let's get an edge rusher. You need an edge rusher in the north. A guy who could stop the run, a guy who could get at the quarterback, and a guy who's probably going to play opposite of Myles Garrett. Or how long is Myles Garrett going to be there? Because the rumors already kicked up again. I don't think he's going to get moved this year, but there's a possibility probably after next season they could probably move him.
He'll be there for a bit, though. In the meantime,
next up,
I'm more curious at their their quarterback situation.
Deshaun Watson. I've got 80 million cap reasons why. The Browns
that's crazy.
Yo, we watched 2 quarterbacks get cut with 80 million cap hits, and the Browns like, yeah, we're not doing that. Everybody's like, "Oh, Shador's going to start." No, he's not.
Ooh, nice. Had a little hit HRR parlay here. Thanks to Kerry Carpenter, who just went yard right now.
How much?
5-2. It was $2 to win 50.
Oh, that's nice. That's a
Take
good
it.
come up.
Yeah. Gotta love that baseball money. That's what I was doing all day today, besides trying to work out trades with Mikey and Matt.
Yeah, it was going nowhere.
I mean, it was going somewhere. Just we didn't get the deal done. But luckily,
I talked to Mike a little bit about a player or two.
Yeah.
Well, he was asking. I just wasn't like. I get why he was asking. So
inquiring.
I just didn't want. Yeah, I'm not mad at what he was requiring. It's just I didn't want to give up what he was requiring.
It was probably all happening around the same time. Like he was talking to me, and then he went over to you to see like, hey, what's going on here? Because he liked what I sent him.
Put your toes in the water.
And he liked what I sent him.
The first one he laughed at me, but I can guarantee you, like it was way better than what Matthew offered me. My conversation starter was better. Then my second offer was all right.
Matthew and I had a decent.
But then he was just like, yeah, we need just a little bit more. I'm like, I can't do more.
Matthew and I had a decent conversation going for negotiations. I'm not going to say his offer was bad at all. It's just, I just had to think on it. That's why I went over to Mikey and I was discussing with him and seeing what I could do with him, but kind of stalled out. Now here we are. But that's besides doing a little bit of laundry, betting on some baseball, that's what I was doing. I was back in Dynasty because tomorrow's the draft. Like this is one of those times where you tap into your Dynasty leagues and you check in on the status of a lot of different teams and on your league mates, and you say to yourself, or you ask them, like, okay, how are you feeling right now? Who on your team do you feel as though the value's going down, the value's going up? Like, do you want more picks for tomorrow? Do you want out of tomorrow's draft? That's doing your due diligence because these things all go hand in hand. Once we get through this draft, now we're going into the summer. We're going into the off-season programs, training camp, pecking order on the depth charts of rosters. How are these rookies going to come in, and how big a piece of the pie is that rookie going to get on that depth chart, and who is going to be on the outside looking in that situation? You mentioned the contract situation going on with Brissett. He wants starter money. I blame Geno Smith for that.
I don't blame him.
But let's not forget the Cardinals also have Tyson Bagent over there, and they have Gardner Minshew, which I know is not the sexiest options in the world. But for a team that's picking third this year, clearly they would have no problem whatsoever throwing Gardner out there or Tyson Bagent out there to start the season and just go from there and start their process because they're clearly going to be picking at the top again next year. So they got no shame in trotting Gardner Minshew out there week one because we all know Cardinals don't really have, especially if they go out there and take Jeremiah Love. They go out there and take the top prospect offensively out there, then I'm sorry, but don't be shocked if you see a Tate or you see a Mekhi Lemon or one of those other cats outproducing Jeremiah Love and in fact, becoming the most valuable offensive piece of the 2026 draft class that most people are already poo-pooing on.
I agree with you.
Like the wide receivers could end up in better situations. Straight up.
Jesus, 79 to 52.
And we mentioned this a while back. We talked about the potential for in some instances, those wide receivers actually coming off the board first, depending on where Jeremiah Love does end up. Because if he goes to a less than desirable place where there's already running backs there, our rookie draft comes around the corner. Like, what do we do then,
I don't know.
What's wrong with me?
Screw it all.
What are the Phillies losing to?
They're all losing. Back to the mock. Next up is the Chicago Bears. I got them picking defensive tackle Peter Woods. It's already been said that Ryan Poles is really digging him. And he'll fall right there. That he doesn't have to use any draft equity. It'll fall right into him. It'll work out perfect. And it works for them because the Bears need to improve their front line. They gave up a lot of rushing yards last season. And they need to continue to work on getting that fixed.
And they have Manungai, right? For the time being, they have DeAndre Swift. I mean, it's not like a great running back 2026 class, but potentially, do they dip their hand in the third or the fourth round and grab one just for the sake of doing it?
Remember, before the season, one of my bold predictions, of course, it didn't happen that way. I thought they would be in the mix for Kenny Walker.
Well, it looks like Swift is going to be there. And
Max
you
Fried is still pitching in the bottom of the ninth. Yankees leading 4-0.
Ooh, I'm loving the way we're looking against Boston in Fenway. Looking to take game 2 here. Great pitching. Guys I'm not Rosario, man. I love that guy. He's been a great acquisition for the Yankees. Complimentary baseball. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. A lot of sports going on right now. You had good
basketball playoffs, hockey playoffs,
and
got baseball.
Tomorrow you've got Nuggets Timberwolves going at it, which is a great series. Sixers in Boston, game 3 in Philly, which is going to be electric. It's all happening right now. Right now,
well,
we got the draft
there won't
tomorrow.
Be a hockey game tomorrow because the Sixers are home.
Yeah. But since they're playing tonight, yep, NFL Draft Eve, baby. We're breaking down the annual tradition of the old money mock draft, man. Started at the beginning of the infancy of this podcast, and back when we would jam in the mock with. What were we doing at the time? We did one where it was the mock, and then we were doing like NBA playoff predictions all at once because we were like a week late or something.
Yeah.
So we had to jam it all in and and then one time we actually went live during the actual NFL draft. I remember that. Like we didn't get the chance to like hang out.
Ron was there.
Yeah, he was.
Ron was there. Yep.
And tomorrow we'll be chilling at B-Dubs.
Next up is the Eagles, who are picking after that trade with Buffalo. They're going to take offensive tackle Blake Miller. Offensive tackle is I know Eagles fans are maybe wanting defense here. However, offensively, they need to get their trenches going because how much longer are you going to have, Lane Johnson? How much longer are you going to have Anthony Dickerson with his knees?
Was already on their last legs.
So my belief is they should go with Blake Miller. He doesn't have to start immediately, but he could take over next year. You know what I mean? Next, the 49ers. I got them selecting wide receiver Omar Cooper Jr. The 49ers are not going to keep Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk is probably going to be released June 1st, so it's not that bad on their cap. So that leaves them. And guess who still hasn't signed with anybody? Jawan Jennings, who wants $20-something million a year, and nobody's offering him that. So the longer this plays out, the longer he's not going to get what he wants, and the money's just going to go smaller and smaller. Like, I guess you're waiting for an injury and someone to offer you a boatload of money. It's not going to happen that way.
What if Pickens sits out?
If he pulls a bell?
Yeah.
He would have to.
I'm only bringing it up just so that
he would have
to trade live.
So he would have to be back by week 7. He would still count against Dallas' salary cap, but every week he misses, money goes back into their cap. And Dallas can still tag him next year. And I think it would only be a couple million more. So, yeah, they could still toy around if they want.
So it wouldn't really work out in his favor to do that.
No. But with Omar Cooper, I think he, right now, wide receiver 1 is Ricky Purcell because Kittle's hurt. Tonjes is probably going to be the starting tight end to start the year, and he's not a bad option.
I mean, we're talking about a couple months of Tonjes.
Yeah.
Because Kittle ain't going to be back.
Tonjes is not a bad option. He's a good football player.
Y'all saw it. He produced.
He helped me.
Produced.
He helped me in the True Legends Championship game.
He went out there and he put up tight end numbers, top 10 tight end numbers.
He scored like 17 points, I think, in the championship game.
That's top 10 tight end numbers right there, And that's somebody that's going to fly under the radar that you're going to be able to get. You're playing in tight end premium leagues or you're playing in redraft. Tonjes is not going to cost you what McBride and Bowers is going to cost you, and you're getting of course you're going to want a backup plan once November rolls around, but for those first 2 months, Tonjes is going to be a viable option in a good offense.
It's going to be cheap to get, but I think it's kind of a bigger role this year.
Who?
Pat Freiermuth.
The Muth. Yeah, another name.
I think McCarthy's going to utilize him a lot.
I gotta see you guys got a quarterback though, man. I'm not excited about Aaron Rodgers coming back up with his thinking Duncan bullshit. I need something. I need some Will Howard. That's what I need. And you know what I mean? You got to give me something different out there. You got to give me the new era, the new feel.
The other rumor already kicked out.
What's that?
It's trading a day 3 pick for your boy
Levis.
Yep.
I got a lot of boys, man. They're all over. Willis just got himself a starting gig.
They think McCarthy could fix him.
Levis is healthy.
They think McCarthy could fix him.
Come get him, old money. You talking about Rodgers?
No, Levis, Mayo boy.
I mean, he's healthy. The shoulder's healthy.
The king of the meme.
It would make the offense a lot more interesting because you already know Levis is going to try to push the ball down the field. That's what he likes to do. And he's a project still, even after all these, But you already know in Tennessee, Ward is the guy. So if you can get something for Levis, especially this time of year, get yourself an extra pick for this draft potentially. Why not do it?
I think a 6th or a 7th round pick will get him.
I'd be fine with that. I wouldn't complain with that. Anything we can get for him, I put it like that. Anything we can get for him, I'd be cool with. You're not gonna go out there and get a ransom at this point in time because you've got Mendoza in the draft. Hell, you've got Ty Simpson in the draft, so they could just go that route if they choose to, So whatever we can get, a Saturday pick, I'll take it. We'll turn that into something. New regime. Rodgers
next up, Texans at 28. I got them.
Oh, look, you just put your boy Fryer. Look, speaking of devil, we get him Oscar.
Bro, I'm Sam Laporta. And I'm Colston Loveland. I'm good.
Chris, he might hit you up.
Texans offensive tackle.
Don't rule it out.
Chase Besantis. Texans, they just keep trading away linemen, so it's in their best. It behooves them. My boy Elon behooves them to pick offensive tackle to protect. If you're going to be paying that quarterback money soon to Stroud, which is going to be sick.
And then once he gains value, they'll just give him away to somebody.
Yeah, like they always do.
He's like, oh, we're not going to pay you. We'll just ship you out. I
got the Chiefs with that trade with the Rams. I got them taking wide receiver Denzel Boston.
I like him.
I think that fits their mold, big body type guy.
So they could stay put and still end up getting themselves a player that
good wide receiver
will help them tremendously. Like they don't have to. The Chiefs don't have to do anything crazy.
Bro. Why not? He fits it. I don't care that the league said that Rashid Rice didn't violate any of their player conduct. You can't trust the guy.
How many times?
So
eventually
you got to start.
Something's going to happen.
You got to get the backup plan ready. I'm not saying Denzel Boston's going to be a superstar wide receiver, but if he comes in, keeps himself clean, works, uses his body, his frame like he's done in college, I think he can produce for them. Next up is the Dolphins again with the pick they got with the Jalen Waddle trade from the Broncos. I got them selecting cornerback Chris Johnson. Another guy, good hip movement, speed, cover corner. The Dolphins are not going to select highly, highly touted, skillful players because remember what I said, tank for Arch. They're going to tank for Arch with Malik Willis as their quarterback. You watch. Because again, I say, like I said last week on this podcast, who is Malik Willis throwing the football to?
Jalen Tolbert.
There's a reason why he looked good in Green Bay. Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Dontavius Wicks, Bo Melton.
They still got Malik Washington. They got it's gonna be tough.
It's not gonna be pretty. I'm telling y'all that now. It ain't gonna be pretty. People are gonna be picking Malik Willis high as hell in their fantasy 2 QB drafts.
I don't think they'll be picking him high. Well, if they do, let them.
Yeah,
it's not your problem.
Yeah, you're right.
Just
what am I saying?
Next
up, the Patriots. Oof, Patriots, boy. Somebody got to clean up the PR image.
Oh, the deal for AJ Brown is as good as done.
Yeah,
for
Adam
them. So,
Schefter. Adam
let's
Schefter
take wide
reported it.
receiver out of the
Did you see
picture
that the
for them.
sleeper app reported that Adam Schefter came out and said that the framework's agreed upon
Yeah, it's all there.
come June 1st. So a month and a week from now,
It's
he's going to
happening.
be a New England Patriot, and it's probably only going to be for a second-round pick.
So how does that impact? Does Philly throw their name in a hat for a wide receiver? Concepcion comes to mind.
Well, they
The back
traded for
end
Wicks.
of the first. Yeah, you got Wicks, you got Hollywood Brown. Devontae Smith's value skyrockets now. You know what I mean?
I'm not impressed with Hollywood Brown.
Nah, I mean he's a body.
I'd be
there.
more.
Like,
I think you could get more out of Wicks than you could get out of Hollywood.
well, absolutely, yeah. Wicks should be the wide receiver too in the scenario. I'm just saying that's a move that they made. They made the Hollywood Brown move before the Wicks.
So
move.
maybe a wide receiver could be in play for them too here. I just went offensive lineman because the guys are getting older.
a Denzel Boston or a Concepcion.
Yeah,
guys that we
could be
imagine
there.
being in the back end.
It could happen.
Yeah.
So I got the Pages taking cornerback Colton Hood. Excuse me. And last but not least, I got the Seattle Seahawks, who I do not think will repeat. I think they lost a lot of key players. I think losing Kenny Walker is going to hurt them more than they think.
Yeah, they got their one.
Because
all right.
Zach Charbonnet is not – he's a touchdown getter, but in between the 20s, he's not the guy that put in the work like Kenny Walker would.
He's brittle, man. I hate to say it like that, but for all you Charbonnet lovers, he's brittle. You can't relate. Clearly, you can't rely on him being V1. There's always going to be somebody alongside Zach Charbonnet. There's always going to be because that's what he needs. That's the type of player he is. He works better like he would work in a system like Tampa Bay, or a system where like Arizona, where there's going to be multiple running backs toting the rock because the way that they're built, they can't be the 25 to 30 carries each and every week. You know what I mean? I hate to make a comparison, but it's like Derrick Henry this season could potentially be seeing the same amount of workload that he's been seeing for the entirety of his career.
James Conner a free agent? Did the Cardinals release him or they kept him?
I think he's still with the Cardinals.
Maybe he gets cut if they took Love and you could try to go after him, pair him with Charbonnet, but that's two injured guys.
But they have Algier. They paid.
So that means Connor. Yeah,
they
I don't know.
Paid Algier running back one money.
We don't know what the Cardinals are doing, bro.
You know, it could be a repeat of Atlanta drafting Bijan Robinson all over again. Which, ironically enough, Tyler Algier was rostered on the team when they did that. So it's like it could just be him being in a weird time loop. He's still there. He's still there. They got rid of DeMercado, right? DeMercado's gone. And Michael Carter, who we ended up signing, I believe. And really don't know who their quarterback is going to be week one just yet.
So with that, I got them taking offensive tackle Max. Oh, man, I don't even know. I'm going to butcher his name. Ian Archer. His name's Max.
Mad
Offensive
Max.
tackle. Yeah, we're going to call him Mad Max on this podcast. So real quick, a recap of picks 17 to 32. Lions, Dylan Thieneman. Vikings, Jermon McCoy. Panthers, Caden Proctor. Cowboys, Keldrick Falk. Steelers, Makai Lemon. Chargers, Olavavega Ione. The Bills with the trade up, picking KC Conception. The Browns, Malachi Lawrence. The Bears, Peter Woods. The Eagles from the trade up with the Bills get Blake Miller. 49ers, Omar Cooper Jr. Texans, Chase Besantis. Chiefs, Denzel Boston. Dolphins, Chris Johnson, the cornerback, not the running back that we all know from 2008. Tennessee Titan legend. Cornerback, Colton Hood for the Patriots. And last, Mad Max for the Seahawks.
So here's a question for you. Because first round's tomorrow. What player or players do you feel like their positions are most threatened by what's going to go down tomorrow? Because the top offensive players, You can't, not counting any gems that could go in the day 2, day 3. Like the top guys are going to go tomorrow. We're going to watch that happen. So
offensively,
as of right now, yeah, whose job do you feel is going to be the most threatened by the moves that are made tomorrow?
Like, are you talking about their situations where they get drafted?
Yeah.
Well, Jeremiah Love goes to the Cardinals. That's just going to butcher a lot. Because you're paying Algier, like you said, running back starter money.
$12 million. That's starting running back going rate right now.
Just for Algier to do what he did again in Atlanta, to be the inside the 20 guy.
Yeah.
While Love is the 20 to 20, and you pull out Love so that you get Algier, the big body guy, to get into the end zone. That would hurt him.
I think
I'm sorry to say this, but Jeremiah Love being drafted to the New York Giants would hurt him too, because
I heard Scatterboo.
You've already got Cam Scatterboo and you got Tyrone Tracy. And people will be like, oh, but the skill levels are so different. Yeah, I get it, but they're all productive. Tyrone Tracy's been productive in this league. Cam Scatterboo was showing productivity until he broke his foot. So, if I were the Giants, if I'm going to pick an offensive player in the first round, it's going to be wide receiver. Malik Neighbors is coming off of ACL. You don't know when he's going to be ready.
Imagine if they botched both.
So your other wide receivers you're looking at are Calvin Austin and Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton isn't that guy. We know that. How many times did we watch Darius Slayton get thrown a 40-yard bomb and drop it, or can't complete the catch?
Yeah, we talked about Mahomes.
Calvin Austin
is Neighbors going to be ready for Week 1?
Calvin Austin is who Calvin Austin is at this point. So maybe if you're going to pick an offensive player before you pick a running back, you pick a wide receiver.
That's somebody you definitely can't rush back. You don't shove guys who can give you 1,000 yards. That doesn't make sense.
I agree. But the talent, dog. So I don't like him going to New York. I don't like him going to the Cardinals. Hell, I don't like him going to the Titans. And it's not that. It's because I feel as though the Titans got a lot more to work on offensively, like building that lineup. Because Cam Ward got his ass knocked around a lot last year.
He took some hits. He definitely took some hits. But I think that we're going to go defense anyway. We're not even going to go with the offense.
Taking a page out of someone we know, to build a team, to be a contending team, you have to build through the trenches.
Yeah.
And if your trenches aren't complete, then you don't take a skill player.
We might snipe the Giants.
Look at the Bengals. The Bengals had opportunities to pick a shutdown left tackle or a right tackle. They chose to pick Jamar Chase, and now we have seen Joe Burrow miss games almost every season.
Not to get too far ahead, but this could be his last year with Cincinnati.
Oh, the rumor's already out there. I showed Alexi.
So
Adam Schefter has reported
not to get too far ahead,
that if the Bengals don't make the playoffs and they have an inconsistent season, the rumblings are already coming out that he may ask to leave to get traded. And if they don't trade him, he may be willing to walk away like Carson Palmer did.
We have 2027 storylines already baking in the oven right now.
Like Palmer, this could be Carson Palmer all over again.
It's kind of messed up for the 2026 rookie class, but we're fine because we're finding every way to overlook this draft. When you think about it.
Well, because we're overlooking it because the quarterback.
We're talking 2027.
You only got one for sure. This reminds me of the 2022 draft where the first quarterback was Kenny Pickett picked, and he should have never been picked in the first round. That's the God's honest truth. I was banging the table for an offensive lineman. I was willing to have a losing season that year with Mitchell Trubisky or Mason Rudolph. That pick put this franchise back 3 years. That's the God's honest truth.
Tell
them. However, the Bengals are in a precarious situation here because he's already getting tired. He already was doing these weird press conferences at the end of the season talking about he's not having fun. This isn't fun anymore.
He was depressed.
He was legit. He was talking like a guy who was walking away from the game, didn't he?
He was getting popped. He's been saying a lot of things on purpose.
If you get another year of that, You're telling me that you can't see this man at the end of next year if they're going 8-9 and he got his ass handed to him a bunch of games, maybe missed a game or two, and he doesn't go like this, I want out? There's nobody in their right mind that's going to not acknowledge the fact that that's a possibility.
Can you imagine their front office the day that they thought the Ravens had Max Crosby? Now we know the Ravens ended up botching that, but like from the you heard Jamar Chase was online. Crashing out.
Yeah, crashing out. Like, oh, shit. Because the first thing he's thinking, my quarterback's already talking crazy. Can you imagine my quarterback getting destroyed?
You know how guys don't sell
2
things?
games a year against Max Crosby. 2 games a year against Myles Garrett.
6 of your games.
2 games a year against TJ Watt.
Pass rushers with nobody to.
6 of your 17 games are against elite pass
all
rushers.
The games you need to win, potentially. And you lost Hendrickson.
And let's see. We play the NFC South. Nobody really pops out of mind right now.
Oh boy!
Get ready for that quote tomorrow. I'm warning all of you guys. That quote is going to get used a lot, and this must happen. Those 2 quotes are going to be used a lot tomorrow.
Now that they have another pick, this is a higher probability that they do something that the fan base is going to be talking about / arguing about for 5 years. Tomorrow,
dude, someone's going to crash out at our table tomorrow.
There's going to be a lot of crashing out. And we're going to be in a public setting with a lot of fans who are we're going to be watching this together. So we're going to be seeing fan bases of all nations crashing out for a multitude of reasons. But specifically for the G-men who have 2 top 10 picks now based on the trade they made to get Dexter Lawrence out of there. And lo and behold, they might not be done shopping because the rumor mills got them talking about potentially moving Kayvon Thibodeau, which could be a draft day deal that goes down.
Kayvon Thibodeau has not lived up to the draft hype. I mocked him to the Giants a couple years ago, and I was right when it happened. That was one of the picks I got right that year. But he hasn't lived up to it. I think he was the 5th or 6th overall pick in the draft. He honestly hasn't lived up to it. He was a high
pick for sure. He was a high pick.
Dexter Lawrence, a lot of it had to do with his weight, bro. I was reading how the Giants front office was like messing. Like the last 2 years, they kept telling him like, "Yo, you're big. Like you got to lose weight."
That's nuts.
Dude was pushing 400 pounds, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I get it. He only had half a sack last year. I'm sorry that the Giants D line. Brian Burns was a beast on that line last year. Abdul Carter started to come around near the end of the year. That's going to be a nice tandem moving forward. I think the 2 of them are going to have a really good year together defensively.
It's also a position you want depth at, though. I don't think he gets moved.
At this point, though, he's a depth piece.
Keep him, draft.
He has not lived up to the draft. Like
somebody that jumps ahead of him on the depth chart, potentially.
And I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought he was going to be a superstar player. I was wrong.
Some Giants fans are in on Love. Some are not. Surprisingly.
Because the ones that are not in on are the smart ones. They know, hey, why not grab another wide receiver? You don't know how healthy Neighbors is going to be. Why not grab an all-pro type?
What would this say about John Harbaugh? Which is something I've said to you before. Like
John loves run the football.
Do you really know what you're doing? You know, Matt Nagy at OC.
I am
like
not.
That? Yeah, like this could.
If there's one thing he did wrong, is hiring Nagy.
Nagy's the shits, bro.
But he thought he was going to get Monken with him. But Monken got hired by the Browns. I do believe he was bringing Todd Monken with him. And Todd Monken did very good for the Ravens, whether anybody wants to acknowledge it or not. Like, Lamar Jackson's best passing years are under Todd Monken.
Yeah. The stats don't show you, like, Lamar was airing the ball out in this new offense. You know, like, Zay Flowers could be iffy at times, but he was out there making big plays and big moments.
I think Todd Monken might actually get Deshaun Watson to produce if Watson's actually healthy. Not like prime Deshaun Watson.
So wait, they still have Watson. They have Sanders. They have
I think Gabriel gets traded tomorrow.
Gabriel.
Well, maybe not tomorrow, but maybe like Friday or Saturday.
Who is there anybody else you could think of that could be potentially a draft day trade? Is there another name? Like a wide receiver?
Alex Highsmith, Pittsburgh Steelers outside linebacker.
A Friday trade?
Yeah, maybe even Saturday. Which would suck because I feel as though you should never get rid of edge rushers. But see, this is what happens when you pay a guy $41 million a year who hasn't really done much. It's blasphemy when I say that out loud because Steeler fans get mad at me, but I don't care. There was no business paying that man $41 million a year. He only had 8 sacks last year. He disappeared in the second half of the 2024 season.
Part of the reason why you guys still are the most expensive defense in football, right?
Yeah. Well, I want to see what Pat Graham came out the other day, said, I'm going to run a lot of nickel, baby. 2 linemen, 4 linebackers, the rest DBs. He goes, I got the players to do it here. I don't know why we're not doing it. That's like the Dick LeBeau style. It's like nickel. So I'm a little excited to see that.
I liked our defense with him.
Like I said, Styles Downs, wide receiver with them top 2 picks. We trade the 10 and move back. It makes sense. Chris, are you going to be there tomorrow?
I got to admit.
Has he checked in? Is he one of the ones that have checked into our ASAP?
I got to admit, I wouldn't be mad at us taking Styles. Sorry, Giants fans, but I wouldn't be mad at that. Of course, I like
Styles
Bain.
or Bain would be a good pick for y'all.
They kept mentioning
or
Bailey.
dare I say Carnell Tate? What if the Titans just say we're drafting Tate?
I would be happy with that. I think that would be very cool. I would not have a problem with that. And then you fill in the rest as you go, as far as the trenches go, with the offensive linemen, which we
almost
drafted
all
a
of
couple
Sandlot's going to be there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Sandlot reunion for the most part. It's looking like. Oh, Terrell just hit me up.
Jokers.
Terrell just hit me up inquiring about a player, so I may off air get back to him on that. The negotiating is going to be going on. Tomorrow at the table when we see players get picked, like it's going to be going down, like right before our eyes. It should be tonight trickling in tomorrow.
Time I go on the Kingpin, it takes forever to load up.
But if we go Carnell Tate, I would not be mad at that at all. I think he's actually he might be my favorite offensive player. I'm not saying that he's going to end up being better than Jeremiah Love. We still don't know. But as far as me, if I had the 101, I'd consider taking that route and just go. And of course, a lot of that is based on situation where the player ends up. You know what I mean?
Before the draft starts, y'all want to call? I'll take a 2027 pick for any of my 2026 picks.
There you go. I'll be trying to wheel and deal leading up to the draft. I'll have time. I'll definitely have time. Draft don't start till 8 p.m. So there'll be plenty of time for the wheeling and dealing.
Who do you think has to hit this draft this year? I believe the Steelers do. It's in your hometown. You got the draft.
You're hosting, but also
you got a 1, a 2, and 3 threes.
Also, not just that, you guys are hosting and all that, but also when you have 2 top 10 picks, Giants got to hit on those picks for sure. Giants got to hit on those picks. I'm sorry. I'm interested to see what Philly does now that we know AJ Brown is getting traded. Like, are you really going out there with Devontae Smith and Dontavian Wicks as your 1 and 2 wide receiver options, or do you throw your name in the hat?
Giants. Chris already said it. Giants.
You can take teams like the Cardinals. Like those are teams that I expect to be drafting at the top of the board next year again. So they don't necessarily have to nail this draft because they're not going to solve all their problems through the 2026 draft. This isn't the draft to do that.
I think the guys are right. I keep looking at defense for the Giants. Maybe offensive tackle and a wide receiver, or wide receiver offensive tackle. Maybe they should be picking Carnell Tate at 5 if he's there. It's starting to make more sense.
He will be there.
Supply your young.
He will be there.
Supply your young quarterback with as many weapons as you can.
I feel like with Tate, whoever drafts them, the teams that had the chance to draft them are going to think about it. So, like, the further down he goes, the more teams are going to regret passing up on him. That's the type of player
I
I think
mean,
he is.
I wouldn't be mad if the Giants picked Tate at 5 because I said that shit 2 months ago, Tate at 5. Before I even did my mock. The only reason I changed my mock because it's Harbaugh as the head coach, and I figure he's going to go defense. But I wouldn't be shocked if the Giants pick Carnell Tate first. And then with that 10th pick, then pick a defensive player. Maybe they pick Downs.
It's hard because so many good defensive players are going to get picked in this draft. So in between that, the offensive players are going to go. Like, there's more trust in the defense in this class than there is in the offense. So, hell, Friday and Saturday, you could be seeing a lot of wide receivers and running backs that we never heard of go off the board. And they could potentially have an impact depending on the situation that they land in. You have the dart throws, which we'll call those, and then you have the impact players, which we're going to be seeing taken tomorrow, 1 through 32. A lot of them are names that you mentioned in your mock. Based on a lot of that is like the teams, where they're drafting, and what their actual needs are.
Gronk is acting gay right now, so chat GPT. I want to ask a question to chat GPT.
Another team that needs to nail tomorrow's. It's funny, like there's not a lot of pressure on a lot of teams because Detroit.
So I asked
Detroit
ChatGPT,
is another name that I could think
how
of.
good is the 2026 draft class of the NFL? Short answer, the 2026 NFL draft class is good but weirdly built. It's not considered an all-time elite class, but it has strong depth at certain positions and unusual top-end talent distribution. It lacks generational slam dunk QB or can't-miss superstar, minus a couple players.
It feels like everyone is trying not to be
Defensive
rude.
talent is loaded, however. Wide receiver and offensive tackle depth. Unique position value at running back, safety, and linebacker.
Chris says, I won't be mad at Tate, but I don't think Giants are ready to go out there and have shootouts with the top teams. I'm also a defense guy. That's just my opinion.
I get it, but your quarterback's on a quarterback first contract, the cheap contract. So most teams tend to load that player up with a lot of talent around them.
Would you consider Harbaugh a defensive-minded coach?
Yeah, because listen.
Ours literally coached
Harbaugh was a
defense.
special teams guy. He never was an OC or a DC. He was Andy Reid's special teams coach for like 10 damn years.
Yeah, he falls under that learning tree.
Andy Reid knew he was going to be one of those guys. And he turned into a good coach. However, like he's going to relay the defense, but if I had Jackson Dart and I had Tyrone Tracy and Cam Scatabardi, I got a Theo Johnson, and I got an Isaiah Likely now.
Mm-hmm.
I got Neighbors. I got my slot guy in Austin to replace Hyatt.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I can't count on Slayton. You just can't. It's just the truth. So if I could get Tate, why not? Because then when Neighbors comes back healthy, that's a potent 1-2 punch.
It makes the tight ends more dangerous and everything. I disagree with 30+ in like 3 to 4 games in a row and lost all of them. The problem isn't keeping up. The problem is holding on. Giants did score points. They blew a lot of leads in the fourth quarter.
Who's to say the Giants don't pick Tate at 5, then move up from 10 to 6 or 10 to 7 and still try to get Styles or Downs? It still works in their favor.
Is it crazy for them to try to use both their picks to move up?
Why not?
It's draft day. We've seen crazier things.
I just don't think
like,
Jeremiah Love should be the pick at all. And people who say I won't be mad at it are just crazy. This is going to get interesting. This is going to be all-time levels of trolling.
I can't wait.
If Jeremiah Love gets picked by the Giants tomorrow.
I
Giants
cannot wait.
fans attending tomorrow, if that happens, you cannot leave. You
We'll be
have to
there.
stay.
We'll be there.
I don't care how mad you get, how upset you get. You have to stay there.
We got to talk through it when it happens. We're gonna get through it together. We've been plotting on this day for months, counting it down.
You're not going to sit here, crash out, and leave. You're not leaving, Chris. Mike's not leaving. Matt's not leaving.
Mikey,
I will take your keys.
Mikey always leaves when the Giants upset him.
Yeah, he never stays for 4 o'clock games. He just leaves.
Because they blew the lead in the 1 o'clock game.
4 o'clock he leaves. Like, damn, dude.
I'm
not sitting listening to Alex and Mike yell at each other. Why not? It's golden, bro.
Goodness. What are we bringing to B-dubs tomorrow? Oh, it's going to be a good time.
They may kick us out.
Nah, it won't be that bad. It'll be right.
Nah, they allowed you to do Hulk Hogan poses, so I think.
Yeah, they allowed me to get away with way worse than what's going to go down tomorrow. So.
I can't believe I didn't think about just playing the music while we were there.
Dun, 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 dun. It's gonna be a great time. I cannot wait. The time for talk will be over.
I'm bringing a plate. This guy leaving it.
Hey, when I get there, we can take a shot. I'm down for that. I might do tequila tomorrow. That might be my drink of choice. We'll be celebrating my B-Day tomorrow, so
yep.
I might rock with a little shot of some tequila, maybe a little Corona to chase it down, and
I'm going to rock water because I'm trying to be good.
I
know I just had my coffee, but
I got a new Keurig machine. I'm gonna try tomorrow.
You know what? I bought one of those things. It was the biggest waste of $150 ever in my life.
Well, Heather's sister
I will never ever
so.
buy one. I will continue to stick with
ours is free
coffee grinds. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Because I would put it and that bitch would keep saying error. I was like, this is bullshit.
You might just got to shuffle it up a little bit. You might have to put it,
I grabbed it and slammed it one day. I was mad as hell.
That's why I said error.
I was like, error again. And I remember Zeus ran because he thought I was mad at him.
Yeah, dogs can't.
Zeus was like, then he crawled back around. He was like this.
It's like Cassie. He's like, let me get out of here.
He's like, you all right, Dad?
Before I get blamed for something. It's like, oh shit.
I looked down. I was like, the stupid ass coffee machine ain't working.
It's like, shit. He found the little present I left behind the sofa. Let me get out of here until the coast is clear.
I missed that dog. He was funny.
Zeus, man, he's a good boy. Great freaking dog, man. Great freaking
now I got a crazy maniac.
Minka's another great dog.
He's a maniac.
Looking like Detroit is going to be taking game 2 with less than 3 minutes left in that game. It's going to be a tied series going to Orlando.
I guess Orlando blew their load in game 1, huh?
Well, Detroit was, I think, kind of playing with their food a little bit, and they had to lock in tonight, realizing they are the number 1 seed, and they got to play like it.
It's like, hey, did you remember
other players besides Cade have to score the rock? Tonight is also going to be game 2 of the Thunder going against the Suns, which the Thunder will most likely murder them. And then we're going to be having basketball playoffs going on tomorrow during the draft too. So a lot going on, not to mention daytime baseball going down tomorrow. So set those lineups. Most of, if not at least half of the Sandlot Baseball Association is going to be in attendance for the draft tomorrow. So there's going to be baseball talk going on. There's going to be dynasty trade discussions going on. I'll be sending a few offers tonight once we go off air, just to set the table for what's to come tomorrow. And reaction to, and maybe we bust out a little live video tomorrow while we're in the moment. A little live reaction.
This guy killed my ERA today.
Who?
Sack Littell. 6 earned runs.
Smack around. He's pitching for Nationals.
Yeah.
That could have something to do with it.
He was good for the last couple weeks.
Yeah, Natty's pitching isn't exactly the ain't exactly the best. My ERA has.
All right. Well, I need Ohtani to clean this mess up.
Yeah, he's pitching. In
Jack Leiter's blowing it too.
10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. Ohtani will be on the mound. As the Magic cut the lead to 15, but it's not going to be enough time with only 2 minutes remaining. Right now, in other news, the Pittsburgh Pirates are up on the Rangers 4-2. Rockies are up 4-1 on the Padres. White Sox and Diamondbacks just got underway. Yankees were able to get their dub over the Red Sox and lead that series 2-0. Phillies are currently down 6-2 in the bottom of the 7th to the Chicago Cubs. The Braves and Natties game just wrapped up. Braves with another win, 8-6. Braves right now with so many players injured, looking good right now. You know, at the top of the crazy NL East, where the Phillies and the Mets are just
No one cares.
plummeting.
Stop, please.
Plummeting every single day. I don't know if the Mets managed to win earlier. I didn't see that. If anybody knows, I know that they were tied last I saw. But the last couple of days, they've been tied, and they've just been blowing it in the ninth. So I'm not sure how that went down. My HRR parlay just hit, so I'm happy about that.
Congratulations.
I took a piece of that, of the winnings. I put $4 on a combination of Ohtani and Muncy for dingers, because that's what I've been doing today. I've been betting on dingers all day, and it's been fruitful. So I'm going to keep it going into the late night.
I got something for you.
And I think I may avoid the Thunder and Suns game completely, because I think the Thunder might just beat the brakes off the Suns. You know, this is where the play-in teams show like that they weren't really supposed to be in the playoffs to begin with. No real news outside of what we've given you guys. We talked the trade of Dexter Lawrence. The newest situation is the George Pickens news, which could potentially be something that we talk about all summer long, with a potential standoff in place. And let's say we see Dallas go out there and get themselves a wide receiver tomorrow or Friday, there's definitely going to be something brewing when it comes to that team.
You heard about what Art Rooney did?
What?
The layout for the draft had Ravens fans in a better seating position than the Steeler fans. He called the NFL and had them switch it. So the Ravens fans have to sit behind the Steeler fans now.
This is what we're worried about.
We're more worried about that than figuring out who's going to throw the football.
This is what we're worried about.
This guy kills me.
Very, very nice, Oscar.
I really need to just focus on fantasy football next year again.
It's around the corner.
Get back to the championship game for a third straight year, and hopefully it's
a couple months
this
away.
year I don't let nobody beat me. Like 2 years ago, you beat me by 0.5. This year I got obliterated by Mike by like damn near 100 points.
Back-to-back trips to the On the Money Sports Bowl,
and both times lost.
How many more times can you get back there? And I
don't think I'm gonna get back there this year.
It's tough.
You
man.
don't keep
to go back-to-back years is crazy in that league, because it fluctuates. You saw me this past year there. I
don't think
crashed.
I just don't see it.
The hangover hit me like a ton of bricks, and I was not able to recover in time, bro.
I won True Legends. That's what meant a lot.
Yeah.
I think this year I'm gonna put all my chips into the Clairvoyant Lizards.
Strong team.
Oh yeah.
I'm playing the long game over there. And since I have all my picks in that league, like tomorrow's draft impacts all that, because I have the 104, 105.
I traded my first round pick in Baker Mayfield for Jackson Dart. So Dart better not piss me off.
You went young. You went with the younger guy. And Baker in that offense next year, healthy, I think he's going to be doing his thing too.
I got Dart and Dak as my starters, and DJ sitting on the bench.
Ugh. Oh, Anthony Richardson asking for a trade. It's something to throw out there. I haven't been here for a bit. I'm trying to think of everything that we haven't covered.
If I'm him, I'm just trying to find a team that has a good, stable offensive coordinator or something.
Look at that. Mets up 3-2 heading into the ninth. Wow, look at you guys.
Snap their streak before us.
Look at you guys. Would that mean the Phillies would have the active longest losing streak?
How does Rob Thompson keep his job? I know it may not be all on him, but someone's got to take the fall. Because Dombrowski's not firing himself.
This was him doubling down, basically putting this looks like an old, overpaid, complacent baseball team. Everybody's 30 and up. JT Realmuto is going on the 10-day IL. So now one of your cornerstones is not going to be there. So you got Stubby out there.
They remind me of the Steelers when they try to keep that team from 2005 and to
they're old.
The 05 team, like the team that went to the Super Bowl 3 times and won 2 from 05 to 2010.
In the words of Roman
and they
Reigns,
kept them till like 2011, 12. Like you're trying to chase something that's just not there.
in the words of Roman Reigns, they're trying to get that feeling back.
Yo, Roman had me laughing Sunday night. After he was talking so much shit and the mic was picking it up when he did the Samoan backdrop on Punk. My daddy made that move famous.
He's gotten very good, yo, at the talking. He's funny. He's funny now. He never used to make he used to make me cringe. Now
he goes, "This ain't Twitter, boy." He goes, "This is real life. This ain't Twitter, boy." Start punching the shit out of him.
10 years can do, bro.
Well, they finally let him be him,
and they had a great match.
That was a very great match.
That was a good way to save what was
Brock and Obafemi was just perfectly paced. Brock retiring on his own without telling nobody. Just Brock Lesnar at his finest.
Brock being Brock, you know.
Yeah, well, have you ever seen the Flyers win a cup?
Penguins suck. Drewski. Now Flyers are up 3-0 on the Pens now.
No,
look at
3-2.
3-2. Oh, 3-2. Okay. A big Game 5 win then. Going into the Game 5 when the series resets like that and taking Game 5.
3-2 Penguin. It's 3-2 Flyers.
Are they going to Philly now for Game 6?
They're in Philly for Game 3 right now. So
wait, what's the series?
It's 2-0 Philly.
Oh, so they're going for the sweep. They went
into Pittsburgh and
they're going for the sweep.
Oh, it's 4-2 Flyers. Forget it. They're about to be down 0-3.
Bring them brooms out. And Philly's going to be at home tomorrow for the Celtics, who were playing with their food yesterday. Maxey coming up big. Edgecombe coming up even bigger.
You know who was not a bad match either? Was the two chicks, Cardinal and Ripley.
It was decent, yeah.
It was pretty decent for big girls. Like, I'm not talking about like for two tall girls.
It was probably better than a lot of people expected it to be.
Yeah. A shout out to Nia Jackson, the other girl, for repping Demolition with their white unis with the Demolition type gear.
I know you pop for that.
Shout out, nice to see Demolition in the Hall of Fame final. That shit meant a lot to Act, so you can see.
Yeah.
I don't get why Stephanie's in the Hall of Fame, but
yeah. You know. Come on.
And immediately putting AJ in it.
I get AJ.
AJ Styles is a Hall of Fame talent, but dude, he can't wait a couple years. I get when they did Shawn Michaels, because that was Shawn Michaels. He was WWF through and through. So that's why they immediately put him the year later.
I think Chyna should be in. Chyna was an Impact player. I missed the ladder match because I went to go pick up my Chinese food, and I didn't think they would put such an impactful match on so early. I changed the channel when I saw Penta. It was my fault. I should have watched it, given the ladder match a chance, but I saw Penta out there, and I was like, I don't care.
Oh, you don't like Penta?
I'm just not interested. It doesn't do nothing for me. Just another version of Rey Mysterio.
I respect it.
I
like Penta from AEW.
I dig it. Yeah.
What else wasn't bad on night 2?
I
think that's about it. Because, dude,
pay-per-view getting done at 9:30 was pretty crazy.
Yeah. When have you ever seen that?
I was pretty wild on a Sunday.
I didn't like that at all, but I'll shut up. I mean, I liked it because I got to go to sleep at a good time compared to 12:30.
Right. 3.5 hours.
I knew why night 1 ended because they had a UFC pay-per-view at 10 o'clock at night. So TKO owns UFC, and they're always going to make sure UFC trumps everything.
They could have had another match night 2. They could have had room for a night 2.
The Cody Randy Orton match wasn't bad. That's the only thing that was good, I think, on night 1.
They teased Cody and CM Punk down the road.
Danhausen was funny as hell.
Yeah, he got a pop.
That was a botch. He was supposed to, the lights were supposed to go. I was supposed to pop with the smoke, and the lights were supposed to go out, and then he was supposed to go into the ring. But he improvised, said, "The hell with it! I'm gonna make it look like it was a joke."
It worked out better that way. It looked like that was the way it was supposed to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so.
Very
Look at that.
evil. Very nice.
The funny haha, you know?
He's the new Santino Morella.
Yeah. I mean, bro, he gets a lot of. And you know what's crazy? Vince Russo said, because Vince Russo went out there to Vegas for the event. And he said that the shirt that he saw more than any other shirt out there was Danhausen.
Bro, I kid you not, bro. Danhausen was everywhere.
Yeah.
Yo, Vince went out there to go like make peace with people. Like he even went up to other people.
They're talking about potentially bringing Road Dogg in on one of their episodes soon. So that's going to be interesting because Road Dogg got fired recently.
They asked him why'd you left, and he was like, "Did you not watch Unreal? That should tell you everything."
So
they shit on all his ideas.
That'll be a good episode to tune into.
He's going to wind up in AEW. He's going to go for he's not going to go to wrestle. Let me get that out there first and foremost.
WCW.
He's going to go to AEW trying to work a backstage role, which I don't blame him because he'll probably get more leeway considering.
I think they need that. They need
he's a different mindset.
They need a mind from the other side.
To explain, this is why we do this.
This is what we do in up north.
And I'm pretty sure Billy Gunn, who still works there, who's pretty much got a lifetime contract too for that company, is gonna make sure his boy gets in there.
Yeah.
Billy already got his Hall of Fame as DX. He doesn't need to come back to the WWE at all. Plus, his two sons are in AEW. He's not going nowhere.
The Outlaws don't have to do anything else the rest of their lives.
I mean, Dustin Rhodes is also a guy that's turned into the backstage, who's starting to get his backstage footing going. And he's got no intent. He signed a new 5-year deal with AEW. So Dustin's not going back either. And fans are asking, "Oh, you should come back to be Goldust." He goes, "Goldust is dead. I'm done. I'm never putting that on again."
Yeah, the time is. It had its time. It's over. It's all right. That's over.
But you're right. AEW needs somebody that had prominence who was, and it's crazy because that's Triple H's boy, bro. That's why. Then the big thing came out yesterday. Mark Shapiro of TKO came out and said, "We have complete control over creative. That's why you see more celebrity involvement." So now I can start shitting on the proper person that's doing this instead of Triple H.
Seeing ISO speed
because the rumor is
Jelly Roll,
those shoot interviews that you've seen Cody throw and CM Punk throw, Triple H pretty much told him, "Go out there and speak what you want to say."
I don't mind it.
You don't give an open line mic to CM Punk and think once you tell him go say what you want to say, because he went off that Monday night.
I'm ready to see him go heel. I'm a little tired.
Like they said that TKO was pissed at the line he made. He goes, "You want more people to show up? Lower your prices." And it was a disaster because last year I think night 1 had like 75,000 people and night 2 had like 77. This year was 50 and 55.
It's one of the worst build-ups ever to a Mania.
It was a bad build-up. It was.
Luckily, some of the matches kind of saved it.
I also think fans seen prices and were like, "Yeah, we're not doing this."
Mets won. Look at that. Mets broke the streak. Congrats, Mets. Juan Soto's back in the lineup. If the day he comes back, they managed to get a W. See if they can salvage the season. No team has made the playoffs in history while experiencing a 12-game losing streak in the history of the MLB. So
records are meant to be broken.
They
got a good enough team to do it.
Let's see. We'll find out.
Me and Javi were talking at work the other day, and I was like, "Bro, if AEW could just get some type of semblance to make you want to see their storylines even more, like, yo, you got the wrestling down pat. When you watch a match, like it's good to watch, but you got to give me storylines to even care about even more." Not just feed into the indie factor.
Can't just be matches.
Yeah, give me some storylines. If they can give you storylines, like, bro, the way WWE is going right now, they could actually start to really build momentum if they could get the storyline department. Who knows? Maybe hiring a Road Dogg could get them going. I mean, all of a sudden, he's talking to Vince Russo. He was on Vince Russo's podcast.
He's going to be on the one with him and Coach.
Yeah.
Trying to get him on there.
And so my thing is, that already sounds like something like they're already being worked on.
They had Tony Khan on their podcast a couple weeks ago already.
So you think Road Dogg's about to be Tony Khan's? Why not, bro? Just filter. Listen, Vince, out of 15 ideas Russo gives you, you got to filter the other like 13 out. But 2 of those 15 are going to be good.
Polish them up.
It's like he said, everybody keeps getting on me about Brawl for All. I suggested to Vince. He didn't have to do it. Like, y'all mad at me for suggesting an idea, but Vince carried on with it.
He gets the final okay.
Yeah, Vince McMahon okayed it. Simple as that.
Whose idea was Mae Young giving birth to a hand?
The final okay is Vince McMahon.
Or,
Vince okays the shit. Like, you don't think Vince doesn't okay shit?
Yeah.
I knew Vince was losing. I knew Vince needed a break from wrestling when he had Roman Reigns getting doused in dog food on a Friday night SmackDown by Baron Corbin. That's when I was like, all right.
That was so bad.
Oh.
That was so bad. So bad, man. Oh. That's the type of shit where it's like you're embarrassed.
That's why when you watch that Roman Reigns, they show that clip on that Roman Reigns biography on A&E. And he was like, at that point in my life, like, I did it because I didn't have that FU money yet.
Yeah.
Where I could say, nah, I ain't doing this. He goes, but when COVID hit,
he was trying to be the company guy.
I had money saved, and I just said, you know what? I ain't got to do this shit no more. And when they called me up, he goes, well, this is what I want to do. Oh, we'll see. No. I'm not coming back unless this is what I get to do. If I don't get to do this, he's pretty much told him, I'm cool with never wrestling again. They let him, and look what happened. They let him be him, and look what happened.
They put the belt back on him, and he kind of just.
And he said it, and then everybody was chanting. Everybody was chanting, Oba's gonna kill you. He was like, how about you get a couple more wins under your notches, and we'll see this summer. Because you're not, the tribal chief just isn't handing out title shots.
Looks like they're setting up a program with him and Fatu.
So. Yeah, well, he told him, he goes, you could win, but can you carry the burden of being a champion? And if you lose, can you handle acknowledging me? Yeah. I was like, yo.
So we'll see where
we're setting up for him to be in the bloodline next.
We'll see where they go with that. But that was the
And a matter of fact, during Roman's post-match interview on that set, the crowd is chanting FTKO, FTK. And Roman goes like that. He you could look at Roman, read his lips. He goes, TKO? And the dude's like, and the guy next was like, and Roman just smiles and laughs. People are pissed too about the whole WrestleMania being Saudi Arabia next year.
Yeah.
Now people are finally starting to get mad about it.
That's going to be another bridge to cross when we get there. That's
what happens? What if Tony Khan, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and all these other guys get together and throw a show that week, the same weekend, and put it on TV to watch, free,
like the Clash, the old Clash?
Do you think that would get more?
Could he pull it off? Is he smart enough to execute it? Though? That's the question. Is he smart enough to execute? And like you said, what's going to get people to want to watch it? What stories do you have?
Like right now, Tico even pretty much admitted we're not catering to the wrestling fan right now. We're catering to a casual fan.
Watching WrestleMania while eating lunch. That's another thing too. The time difference is going to be. It's going to be like old school back when they would show Survivor Series.
Back in the days before 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Back in the day, pay-per-views used to start
time, dog.
Pay-per-views would start at 4 o'clock. I'll never forget Royal Rumble 91, 4 p.m.
I remember pay-per-views.
WrestleMania 7, 4 p.m.
I remember pay-per-views on a Monday.
Yep.
It was
SummerSlam used to be on Mondays.
Yeah, it was like random ass pay-per-views on
SummerSlams used to be on Mondays. The Royal Rumble used to be on Saturdays.
I was a kid, but I remember being at bars where they were showing.
I'm not mistaken, dude. I think WrestleMania 10 started at 4.
I think it did. It was 4 on a Sunday.
I really do.
It was a Sunday afternoon.
Let me see. Nope, it was 7. I know there was a WrestleMania that started at 4. I think it was 7. I think 7 started at 4, and I think WrestleMania 8 was the first to start doing 7 o'clock. Because before then, a lot of it was 4 p.m.s.
Yeah.
Survivor Series used to be on Wednesday nights.
Yeah. Thanksgiving
Eve. The day before Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving Eve was the original Survivor Series. Remember that?
And the opening thing was like, let me tell your brother what I'm thankful for. Oh, my little Hulkamaniacs.
Give them what they're thankful for.
I really were like, Ted DiBiase's like, I'm thankful for all the money I have.
So it goes down tomorrow. The NFL draft, live, round 1. We'll be hanging out, having a few beers, watching it all go down, trying to bust some moves.
Yo, everybody,
Fantasy and reality
I
will
guess
intertwine.
we'll send the invite in the Sandlot.
Yeah. I'll be having dinner. I'm excited. I'll be going to a restaurant I haven't been to before.
Buffalo Wild Wings has endless apps. My wife was telling me
for
like $20, I think.
I may snack after dinner, depending on how I'm feeling. But
I mean, when I went to the baseball that day, bro, those chicken nachos, what are that trio thing I got was banging. I didn't eat nothing else. I didn't eat nothing else that day.
I like the nachos. I always like the little jalapenos mixed in there.
I just after the draft, I went to Five Guys and brought Crystal home food.
We're gonna go to the Maplewood. We're gonna have dinner.
I've never been there, and I've lived in this town my whole life.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And then I'll be meeting up with you guys. This is the first time I'll be going there to eat. I went there a long time ago to apply for a job, got denied. And now I'll be going back as an adult, ready to tear up some seafood pasta. So it's going to be a good time. And maybe we'll bust out alive, maybe a few minutes live, just to get the reaction, the feel for what's going on.
I would have loved to have gone there live, but I was not paying the prices for housing.
We'll be in a comfortable spot.
The prices for housing was just crazy, bro.
That fresh made pasta.
The Airbnb me and you stayed at, that was what, like $600 or something like that, where we split it? Yeah. It was $1,500, I think.
Ooh, they're trying to make that money.
Yeah, everybody tripled their prices.
Gotta pay. You got all sorts of sports fans coming out here. You're going to be paying top dollar because we're going to rake in the money. That is an opportunity for the city that hosts to be able to generate as much money as possible. And it's only going to get worse because the NFL and the WWE are of the same mindset at this point in time. We are going to get every single dollar out of you. And the NFL can actually do it. WWE can turn people away. But with NFL, we are going to watch the game. If there is a playoff game on Paramount, we're going to get the Paramount app to watch that playoff game.
5 years from now, I could see TKO selling off WWE.
Maybe. We'll be here for it.
Because let me make this comparison before we leave. You got a non-wrestling background trying to influence storylines. What other organization did that and no longer exists?
No longer here. And that was the big demise. As for you blame all sorts of different characters and wrestlers, but in the big picture, I'll do it Bret
Hart style.
Yeah. But she'll be back next week. Of course, recapping all the things that we saw go down this weekend from the draft and really looking at who's impacted by the decisions made on draft night. And just one more piece to the puzzle, and then we go into the training camp for the summertime and depth charts, pecking orders, the aftermath. Once the dust clears, the dust settles from the draft, what becomes of some of these teams, quarterbacks, who's going to get paid, who looks better after the draft, who we're looking at still after the draft saying to ourselves, well, you still need this, and that. So how are you going to acquire these things?
Well, after the draft, you can start signing as many people you want because you won't lose your draft compensation.
Yeah.
Before we go, happy birthday to my son who turned 18 today.
Happy birthday, Ayden.
And bought a kayak today. So any of you guys who kayak out here,
nice.
You can include my son with y'all.
My almost birthday twin.
And then
happy birthday, buddy.
He graduates this year. Bree graduates this year. So I'm getting old, boys.
Ooh, we got some. It's gonna be an action-packed night. We got a Knicks game tomorrow, so a lot of the Giants fans we're gonna be chilling with.
Down?
Knicks, it's tied.
It's tied.
It's tied. They blew game 2. So we got Knicks and the Hawks on Prime at 7:10. Cavs and Raptors.
A better team without
Trae Young. Then late night we got Nuggets and Timberwolves, which has been a very good series. Also tied 1-1.
And we're hoping Wemby gets healthy soon.
Absolutely. Another podcast in the books. It's been real. Definitely looking forward to tomorrow. Can't wait. It's going down live. It's been great to be able to do a podcast prior to draft night on the eve of the draft, to be able to break everything down up to the minute so that the information stays fresh in your mind. And the best thing we could say is we'll see what happens from here. It's up now.
So
It's up.
it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
See you guys next week.